What's poppin' everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic out there today. Guys, it is once again time for another episode of Brawl News, your favorite spot to get all the comings and goings here inside the Brawl Stars community that you might not know about but might want to know about. So we have quite a few things to discuss here in today's video. Some more current event things that are right around the corner that I'm sure you guys are going to want to keep up with if you've forgotten or anything like that, as well as we'll be getting into some future update speculation, such as when the next update should be arriving, as well as maybe, just maybe, what the Season 8 Brawl Pass could be. So yeah guys, hope you're all excited for today's video of Brawl News. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go! So before we get into anything, if you guys enjoy these episodes of Brawl News, be sure you're subscribed to the channel. I do my best to stay on top of all the news that's coming out that you guys should know about, so you can just come to one spot and get all that news. And hey, we do other stuff here on this channel, that's for dang sure, but yeah guys, thanks for the continued support. Absolute legends. But with all of that out of the way, as you guys can see, we are starting today's video off over here on the official Brawl Stars Twitter page, taking a look at a tweet that is actually quite old, the last gadget poll that came out last week with Gale, Lou, Pam, and Leon, and seeing that this is the last poll, we already know which gadgets are going to be released this Thursday, and that is of course Lou's and Pam's, so that's pretty dang exciting. All the second gadgets are now going to be live in game after the end of this week. Pretty dang cool. Next up, switching gears over here to Supercell make for a really important update. As you guys can see, the Colette Lost in Time campaign is now closed. If we scroll all the way down to the timeline here, as you can see, the campaign is pretty much so done. It is closed, but we still have some significant things right around the corner. The voting closed yesterday, and now the winners will be announced tomorrow. So if you guys are excited to see what the newest Colette skin is going to be here in game when it does arrive, it's going to be announced tomorrow. And can I say, I feel like this Supercell Make campaign was a smashing success. A ton of amazing ideas were generated from this, and I am really looking forward to seeing what the skin is going to be, the actual winner, because it's not based on just community votes. Kent2D taking the cake with 44,691 votes, but that's not the only criteria that's important to Supercell. It's their decision in the end, so it is going to be a cool surprise to see which one is going to win. It could even be Egg Colette. You never know. I still can't believe we got 13,758 votes. That is absolutely insane. So epic. Moving along to our next really important current event here in today's video. I'm sure we all noticed this by now, but basketball made its way back into rotation. We have 16 hours and 23 minutes left on this game mode at the point that I'm recording this video, which I gotta say, I have been really enjoying basketball. It is such a fun game mode. Taking a look here at a tweet from Paul, the newest community manager for Brawl Stars. As you guys all know, we had a poll in the news tab some time ago voting for the 4 game modes that came out with this update, and by a landslide, basketball won with 45% of the votes, but taking the cake for second place, winning by a landslide when compared to Hold the Trophy and Trophy Thieves, we have Volleyball. So as Paul explains here in the tweet, basketball was the winner of the in-game poll, and it's now back for a week. It's going to be in rotation with volleyball till further notice. So Paul is saying after the 16 hours and 20 minutes left that we have for basketball in rotation, volleyball will be taking its place. But something really important to keep in mind is that these are still limited game modes. They're not going to be in the game for a permanent amount of time, which is kind of sad if you ask me. I've been really enjoying these game modes coming out, a different feel for Brawl Stars, right? And it's been quite some time since we've had a new permanent game mode, so you never know. With the success of a particular game mode that they test out with these updates, if it is really high, it could be implemented as a permanent game mode. So maybe, just maybe, if the play time is up and the metrics are being met for these game modes, you never know, something might be permanent. I would love to see more permanent game modes. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Make sure to let me know what you guys are thinking about this in the comments down below. Which limited game mode would you guys like to see be a permanent game mode in Brawl Stars? It's been so long. The last one was Siege. But getting into our next bit of very important news that I'd like to discuss here in today's video that will transition us nicely into the overall bigger topic of today's video, and that is, when is the next update coming around the corner? Taking a look at the rest of the remaining content coming out here for Season 7. Normally it's it's a pretty good indicator as to when an update is wrapping up and we can expect or shift our focus on the next update coming around. So the very first one is Burger Lou. So Burger Lou is scheduled to be released on July 30th, which is right around the corner, but I don't know if that's going to be the exact date, seeing that we don't see his coming soon skin right now, but I could be completely wrong about that. But normally dates in patch notes are subject to change, so make sure to keep that in mind. But the newest item coming soon is going to be Burger Lou. Next on the list is Hermes Max, which is scheduled to be released on August 13th. One day after that, on August 14th, we'll have the Vicious BB Challenge, which we can look forward to if we want to get this skin early, as well as for completely free. And then of course, if we don't win the challenge on August 16th, this skin will be available for us to purchase in game. And then the final bits of content, we have the Trash Poco skin on August 18th, as well as Wicked Stew on August 19th, one day after that. And that concludes the new content for Season 7. But then the question is when is this next update going to be released? Like I said before, the end of the content coming out in Season 7 normally is a pretty dang good indicator as to when we can expect some developments with the newest update, whether that is speculation, sneak peeks to some degree, a Brawl talk coming around the corner, and things along those lines. So as we all know, we have a countdown here in game for the end of Season 7. Right now, at the point that I'm recording this video, we have 33 days and 17 hours remaining, which should be falling around August 30th. So we have a fun little window here to look at of 10 to 11-ish days, marking the end of the Season 7 content with Wicked Stew and the end of the Season 7 Brawl Pass. So in that window, there's going to be definitely sneak peeks, a Brawl talk at some point, and then eventually the Season 8 update once the countdown is finished. So the normal trajectory of updates here in Brawl Stars is we get a seasonal update, so the Brawl Pass update, and then an update that falls in between each season. But of course, this time was a little bit different. Around this time, we should have already gotten an update or an update coming soon for that middle update that we've come to expect. And the reason for that is the dev team took a summer break or summer vacation, which is mandatory in Finland. So every single time around this year, there is a little bit of a lapse in content and stuff like that when it comes to updates. But as you can see, taking a look at a tweet here from Paula, once again, she is back from her summer vacation. So things are starting to heat up a little bit, if you ask me, on maybe the update front of things. The dev team is getting back to work. We can see this break example here from last year, the Summer of Monsters update, and then a somewhat of a longer break in between updates, and then finally getting the crazy, the infamous Welcome to Starr Park update. So unfortunately, if you guys were expecting an update coming in between both seasons this time around, that's the reason why we haven't had one. The dev team need a break, guys. The dev team need a break. They do phenomenal work here for the community and they deserve it to the nth degree. That is for dang sure. But then that brings us to the more interesting speculation portion of the video here today, and that is, what could the Season 8 update Brawl Pass theme be here? Normally, we have some pretty interesting theories brewing around this point of an update coming around the corner, but we really don't have much to go off of here at this point. We had two really awesome theories before the Season 7 update came out. We were thinking of a water park update and a dinosaur update. So two different ones, but they melded those two together, man. That was just one update. So my speculation going into this without having any context or any theories about the Season 8 update is it could very well be something Starr Park related. As you all know, we've had a lot of really interesting developments on the Starr Park or the WKBRL end of things here in the community. Not too long ago, we had an update to the WKBRL livestream after a huge drought of the same thing being repeated over and over again, so that's one. We had new pictures being added to the starpark.biz website that is Season 7 update related, which hasn't happened in a while either. We have this Supercell Make campaign that is somewhat related to Starr Park, seeing that Colette is the main subject of it, as well as different lore pieces like the clock that she's holding has the Starr Park face on it, and the theme of the Supercell Make could most definitely fit a Starr Park related update in my opinion. I mean, there is a very strong theory that Colette is the webmaster, the person who is putting on the show for us over on the starpark.biz website and things like that, so it would most definitely fit the criteria. And the final thing that's making me a little bit suspicious that Season 8 might be Starr Park related is, again, if we take a look back 1 year ago after the Summer of Monsters and the long break that the dev team took, we had a Starr Park related update, a very popular update. It got the whole entire community talking, so it makes sense to have a banger update as soon as they come back, a kind of Season 2 of the Starr Park things coming back to the game, which in retrospect, now that I'm thinking about it now, it might be why we don't have much context to go off of or theories for for the Season 8 update, because it might be shrouded in a cloud of mystery, because it might be Starr Park related. But that's me going on a little bit of a tangent, me trying to speculate off of really nothing that we have here in the community, giving my best guess on what Season 8 might be. It could be something completely different, and it would not shock me if it is. But yeah, everyone, I think that's just about it here for the news in today's video. Be sure to let me know what you're thinking this next Season 8 update could potentially be. If you really think about it, there's not that much to go off of, and it's very, very strange in my opinion. But yeah, always value your guys' opinions on these videos. Look forward to seeing those. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun, Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios, everybody.